Is this the most versatile micro four thirds prime lens? I think so. Let me explain. Hey friends, Gary here. Welcome to today's video. Today I want to share my ultra long-term review of the Panasonic Leica 15mm f1.7 after using it for more than 10 years. It's going to be interesting. I hope that you will enjoy today's video. So a quick introduction to the Panasonic Leica 15mm. I bought this lens back in 2016. At that time, I want a workhorse prime lens. People always told me during that time to get either a 35mm equivalent or 50mm equivalent prime lens for my micro four thirds camera system. But after trying both of those focal lengths with the Olympus 17mm and Olympus 25mm, I could not really gel with those focal lengths. Don't get me wrong, the lenses are excellent. I love both my Olympus 17mm f1.8 and 25mm f1.8, but I just could not gel with the focal length. And after some realizations, I prefer normal wide angle kind of focal length, and that's why I chose this guy. 15mm is equivalent to 30mm, that's normal wide. I think this is perfect for that. Also back then I was very curious to try a Leica branded gear because, you know, it might sound pretentious at that time, but I just love the mystique of owning a Leica gear. I love the prestige. I'm curious, I wanted to try it, and I always imagined that if I have a Leica lens for my micro four thirds camera, I can turn that camera into a Leica camera simulator, sort of like owning this but with micro four thirds, if that makes sense. Of course, that's not 100% correct. Sticking a Leica lens into your camera doesn't automatically turn your camera into a Leica camera. That's just absurd. But nevertheless, at that time, I got curious. I purchased this lens right away and I was very happy for a couple of reasons. First of all, the focal length. I think 15mm is what I really need. Something that I can use every day, my workhorse prime lens, and something that I'm very comfortable shooting with. Normal wide 15mm is excellent for so many different kind of stuff. I would argue that it's one of the most versatile focal lengths ever. You can do scenery photography with it, landscape photography, you can do everyday photography, maybe food photography, street photography, environmental portrait, and if you get close, you can do a little bit of product photography, although not 100% optimal, but it can still do it. So many different kinds of photography genres with just one focal length, and it's not even a zoom lens. And also the f1.7 aperture, I think it's large enough to help with getting background blur if you need it, or to help in lower light condition as well. Now, my tendency when owning a new gear is that I will be in honeymoon phase, and after a few months or even a few years, maybe I will start to forget about that gear and just leave it gathering dust inside of my camera storage facility. And that's what I thought about the 15mm. Maybe the next lens similar to this will replace this guy and this lens will just sit inside of my drawer. But I was wrong. 10 years later until today, and I think for forever, I still love this lens so much. I might not have used it as regularly, as frequently as when I was back in 2016 when I first got this lens, but still this is one of my most frequently used prime lens on my collection, and that is because of so many different things that I think the Leica 15mm got right on the first place. And I want to talk a little bit about those things that I love about this lens, but while I'm talking about that, allow me to share some photos captured over the years using these specific lenses with different kinds of micro four thirds camera bodies. Now, first thing that I love from the Panasonic Leica 15mm f1.7 is definitely the focal length. As you can see from the photos that I shared to you right now, this lens is extremely versatile. So many different kinds of photos you can capture with this guy, as I mentioned before, for scenery, for landscape photography, for environmental portrait, street photography, everyday photography, product photography. You can get so many different kinds of photos just using one lens like this. And yeah, this is wide enough to capture scenery, to capture landscape, to provide more context into your photo, to provide more storytelling element, which I think is very important for a photograph. It can provide you with more meaning, with more information to tell better story, to tell better emotion in your photo. While at the same time, if you get close enough, it's not too distorted. Everything still looks fine. There's not a whole lot of funny things going on with the perspective distortion, barrel distortion, that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's why I love the 15mm focal length so much. Now, when I'm traveling, this could almost be the only lens that I need, and this is just a prime lens, it's not a zoom lens. That's how versatile the Panasonic Leica 15mm is. And also for everyday photography, where you are not planning a shot, you're just encountering things as they are happening, this can also work well in that kind of run and gun spontaneous situation as well. Next thing that I love so much from the Panasonic Leica 15mm is the image quality, as you've already seen from the photos that I shared in this video. Yes, everything looks great, everything looks detailed, sharp, contrasty, colors are punchy. I just love using this lens for capturing mission critical photos just because of how reliable the image quality is. Now, also one important thing about this lens is that I don't really feel the need to stop down this lens to smaller aperture like f2.8 or f4 to get extra sharpness. Maybe on the corner, yes, but generally when seeing the photo as a whole, even shooting wide open at f1.7, you'll already get a satisfactory result. So no need to stop down unless you want critical focus or you want to have a better corner sharpness, that kind of stuff. Now, there's one thing that is up for debate, and that is the Leica look of this lens. Every time I capture a photo with this lens, I can see that the rendering is slightly different compared to other lenses. I can see that extra clarity, that extra punch. I don't know if it's that Leica look or not, I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's a psychology because this is a Leica branded lens. Maybe it's a placebo effect, I'm not quite sure. But I definitely enjoy the extra punch that I can get out of this lens, that extra micro contrast, the slightly different color renderings, especially skin tones. I'm not quite sure. Again, this could be a psychological kind of phenomenon that I'm experiencing right here. But you know, when I look at the photos, when I process them in Lightroom, I can see something slightly different from this lens, and I love it. Next thing that I love from the Panasonic Leica 15mm is definitely the build quality. It feels premium, it feels solid, it feels robust. The tactility of the lens when you handle it, when you operate it, it just feels expensive. I don't have any better words than it. It doesn't feel like a cheap plasticky lens. There's no jangling sound, there's no rattling sound. It almost feels like an all metal lens. So you can hear the sound. You hear that? That's the sounds of metal lens hood right here. It just makes me happy, you know. It's a silly thing, but sometimes little things like this can increase your enjoyment, your satisfaction, and you can have more fun when using this lens for photography. A couple of details about this lens. The lens features an aperture ring right here that you can use to change the aperture value of the lens. I think this is so much more enjoyable to use. Again, it adds into the tactility factor of this lens, the satisfaction factor as well when you operate this lens. I much prefer this aperture ring rather than using the control wheel or control dial on the camera. It just feels more fun in my opinion. Also, this lens is not weather sealed. I don't think it's a big of a problem. Lots of lenses aren't weather sealed, but they can still take minor beating. You know, I use this lens on some extreme weather situation during winter in Japan. It still works well, no problem at all, and I don't think that's a big issue. One thing that I want to emphasize from this lens is that this lens is still compact and lightweight for a lens with great build quality, great image quality, 15mm focal length, and large f1.7 aperture. This is the spirit of micro four thirds, you know, the golden age of micro four thirds where everything is still smaller, lighter, but they can produce excellent image quality without breaking your bank. That's the micro four thirds era that I miss right now. Don't get me wrong, the progress with micro four thirds has been interesting, especially with the latest release of the Panasonic Lumix L10 and some older OM system cameras, that kind of stuff. Yes, I rather see progress, even though it's not what I like, rather than not seeing any development in micro four thirds. But this is the era of micro four thirds that I miss so much, the golden period where this lens exists, just released, and also the Panasonic GX85, G85 era. That was the golden period that I miss so much right now. But anyway, again, smaller and lighter weight, not too expensive, great image quality, and just overall a satisfying lens to have. Now, after sharing what I love about the Panasonic Leica 15mm lens, especially after using it for 10 years, allow me to share things that I don't like from this lens. I want to be objective as well. And what are the things that I don't like from this lens? Nothing, zero, none. After using it for 10 years, I think this is one of the most perfect lens for micro four thirds user. You know, if you love this focal length, of course, definitely. If you don't like 15mm focal length, then this lens is not for you. But I can definitely say that I'm 100% satisfied with this lens. This is one of the best micro four thirds investments that I ever made. I use it a lot. I still love it to these days. 10 years later, it still performs well, and I still love it the same. And that's a great news. Anyway, very important, the point of this video is not to tempt you to buy the Panasonic Leica 15mm f1.7 if you don't already own it. I don't want to create gear acquisition syndrome for you. No, not at all. What I want to show right here is I just want to share my love and passion of the Panasonic Leica 15mm f1.7 and also to demonstrate the appreciation for older gear. I mean, at that time when I bought this lens, I already thought that, oh, maybe I'll just love this lens for a few months or maybe a few years at most, and then after that, maybe there will be something better than this. And yes, there is. There was the Sigma 16mm f1.4 that I'm interested so much. Even today, I'm still curious about this lens. But every time I pick up this lens again and shoot with it and got some nice results, I started thinking, do I really need that Sigma 16mm f1.4? I mean, this can already produce great image quality. I already get what I want from this lens. Do I need more? And you know, when you ask that question and the answer is no, you don't need more, you start to develop deeper appreciation towards your gear. And that's something that I want to emphasize in today's video. Don't just get tempted with the latest and greatest. I mean, it's fine. Yeah, we can check out new gear to get us informed so that we can learn about that new gear. But don't always get tempted to buy the latest and greatest. Always try to understand your own priorities when it comes to gear selection. What do you want from your gear? Not what the reviewer told you, but what you yourself from deep within your heart and deep within your brain. What do you really need from this gear, and can that gear deliver it for you? For me, I want a workhorse prime lens that is very flexible, that can be used for all sorts of scenario, and definitely the Panasonic Leica 15mm delivers. But maybe this is not always the case for everyone else. Maybe for you 15mm is too wide. Maybe you'll prefer something like 17 or 20 or 25. Yeah, it's okay to be different. I'm just sharing my own personal priorities, philosophy, my own personal preference right here, and hopefully you can learn a thing or two from me. But yeah, what I want to emphasize again is to understand yourself, to understand your priorities, to understand your preference when it comes to gear selection, and don't get tempted with gear acquisition syndrome. Anyway, enough about me. What about you? What is your most versatile prime lens on your collection, whether you are using micro four thirds or not? Please share down below. And do you have the Panasonic Leica 15mm as well? What do you think about it if you have that lens? Also share down in the comment down below. I always love to read your comments. I always love to hear from you, and I always love to learn from you. So yeah, share your thoughts down below. But anyway, that's all for today's ultra long-term review of the Panasonic Leica 15mm f1.7. Hopefully this has been interesting, entertaining, fun, and inspiring. Don't forget to support my channel by liking this video, sharing this video, subscribing to my channel down below. And if you want to support my work even further, which I will deeply appreciate, consider joining my Patreon membership. Check out my latest travel photography video course called Simplifying Travel Photography. Use the affiliate links down below, or use the super thanks button to make a small donation to my channel. Thank you very much, and I will see you on the next video. Goodbye.